Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to KingSpade channel. So as a part of the second anniversary event that ROX is going to be celebrating on June, the game had announced and revealed that ROX will be undergoing a job class balance. Players are waiting for this update, and honestly, I didn't really expect it to be this much changes. So let's together with me look at what are the changes. But before that, let's look at the developer notes on the job balance post on Facebook. What are the main focus for this optimization? It said here, by looking at the feedback, the current state of the PvP ecosystem, and the recent competition performance, I guess it is referring to the recent WOC Season 3, we have decided to offer more opportunities to the crowd control style and special effects style classes in the future, so that they can show up more often and hone their skills, enhancing the richness of the PvP gameplay. So crowd control style, I can only think of two job class. Maybe it is referring to the Warlock debuff skill, or maybe the Bard and Dancer related debuff skill. Let's continue. Therefore, we will introduce two new PvP stats, PvP debuff penetration and PvP debuff enhancement. Now, alright, if you have been following this channel, you may have seen these stats before. I had showed these two stats in the Juno patch video that I made. These two stats were introduced together with the Juno map patch in Taiwan server. In fact, for Juno map enchant, these two stats are one of the enchant that you can get in the Juno enchant list. So with these new stats revealed, I speculate that maybe the Juno map patch will also be part of the second anniversary event update. Well, nothing is certain yet. For now, let's look at the upcoming job balance. The first job class, we have the Priest. Decreased agility skill is now added with new effect. Every extra 20 points of INT will reduce the final attack speed by an additional 1% and the final haste by an additional 0.1%. The cast range is also increased from 8 meters to 12 meters. Wow, that reduction is a lot. Let's say you have 1000 INT. That is 50% of final attack speed reduction. So 50% of attack speed reduction for every 1000 INT. Next, Divine Light skill is also added with new effect. Increases magic attack with relation to width by 200%. It may look not much, but definitely help to increase the priest healing amount, directly converting width to magic attack for healing. That is actually good. Next, we have the Mage and Sage job class. Firebolt, Cold Bolt, Heaven's Drive and Lightning Bolt skills are added with new effect. Every extra 12 points of INT will increase the skill's damage coefficient by an additional 1%. Wow, this is also insane. For context, if you have 1000 INT, that is a total of 83% damage increase. So 83% damage increase for every 1000 INT. That is insane. But I guess the Sage will benefit this more because of the auto cast skill that they have. Mage class doesn't use these 4 skills that much because of the casting delay. Next, now we have High Wizard skill, but I think this is more to the Shadow Equipment skill because we have Gravitational Field 1 and 2 and Meteor Storm 1 and 2 skill. Gravitational Field skill damage is increased almost 3 times, and the Meteor Storm skill also increased about 3 times the damage. Yeah, if you look at the value, that is 3 times damage increase. Match surely given a lot of boost in this time job optimization, but Gravitational Field and Meteor Storm skill, players may use Gravitational Field in PvP, but I don't think players utilize the Meteor Storm skill ever, whether in PvP or PvE. So that is what they meant when they say at the update note they want some of the skill to show up more often and hone the player's skills. Next, we have the Knight. What are the skills that possibly change? We have Phantom Strike, Bowling Bash 1 and 2 and another Phantom Strike skill. So I guess the first Phantom Strike skill is the skill itself, and after that will be the Shadow Equipment. The Phantom Strike skill is added with new effect. It increases target's all damage taken by 3% for every skill level. Bowling Bash 1 skill restore HP. Nice. Bowling Bash 2 skill effect is now no longer deal true damage. It is changed to deal neutral attribute physical damage, but the damage is increased. I think this is a nerf. True damage is better because it ignores defend, totally bypass any damage reduction stat. A neutral physical damage can be subjected to damage reduction. And lastly, Phantom Strike skill reduces all your skill cooldown by 1.5 seconds for 3 seconds after pulling someone. A great effect. Next, the Merchant class. Vulcan Arm and Zenipult skill. Vulcan Arm has a chance to slow the targets by 50% for 3 seconds. Okay, so added with slow effect. Vulcan Arm double X weapon damage effect is increased by 4 times. With the slow effect added, the stun effect is removed. And added with another effect, each hit has a chance to increase the fire and neutral damage taken by the targets within range by 8%. Stack up to 6 times, so that means up to 48%. It seems like the stun effect is not a critical factor anymore, especially in PvP. Now they are changing it to slow effect instead. I guess because players will surely have 100% immune to stun effect in PvP, so it becomes irrelevant at this point. What do you think? And lastly, Zenipult X and shield damage coefficient is increased by 2 times. And number of throws, I think this is added with 2 more times than the usual number of throws. At least now the Merchant class have some debuff skill that can be useful in PvP. Next, Bard and Dancer. I kind of disappointed by this because I expect they made a major change to this overly powerful job class at the current version, and I know a lot will agree with me. Nevertheless, we have only one skill in the list, the Invulnerable Siegfried skill. The skill element damage reduction effect is now reduced to 20% from 60%. The debuff resistance is changed to a flat value instead of percentage, and the elemental damage reduction can be increased further up to 70% that scale with INT or AG attribute. So 0.5% reduction for every 50 INT or AG. For maximum 70% reduction, you need 7000 INT or AG. Now that will be a challenge to Bard and Dancer. Obviously, the game wants to nerf this specific skill. If you watch my video on the WOC Season 3 Grand Final Breakdown video, this skill is a core skill used by Bard and Dancer job class and is proven too good for protecting team members, so they nerf it. Next, Rogue and Thief hiding skill. Now the assassination mark is also applied by casting skill to the target, apart from just normal attack previously. Next, more for Thief's job class. Counterblade skill duration increased to 8 seconds from 6 and has 80% chance to block upcoming physical damage, so not magic damage. New effect is added. For each blade successfully charged, it reduces the fixed cooldown by 1.5 seconds. Wow, so basically the Thief job class is now invincible to physical damage. They can essentially block 80% of the physical damage from the opponent. Imagine a ranger fast attack hit 5 times per second. In 8 seconds skill effect, that is 40 hits. 80% attack block, that is 32 hits block. 1.5 second cooldown is reduced for each block attack, so that is 48 seconds cooldown reduction in total. That enabled the Thief job class to spam the skill almost instantly in just 8 seconds or maybe less. Next, double attack 1 and 2. This I guess is for the shadow equipment. Further increase the double attack funnel physical damage bonus by 3 seconds and stacks up to 5 times. The additional damage is also increased to 20% from 8%. And lastly, rolling cutter damage is increased by a whopping 15 times the original damage. Now you should be afraid of the Thief class in PvP after this update. Next, we have the Rogue job class. Shadow spell ambush 1 and 2 for shadow equipment skill. Using shadow spell will no longer cancel the hiding state. Ambush 1, the backstab damage is increased by an additional 10%. Ambush 2 increased by 20% for 3 seconds. Next, the Hunter job class. Are we still fear for the green color job class, or are we over it because they are useless now in PvP? Let's see what we have for this job balance. Oh, we have quite a lot. All trap skills action time is reduced by half. Nice update for trapper build. Vulture's Eye skill increased damage to 45%. Great for PvE but not for PvP still. But at least with this update, the Hunter Increaser still has 15% damage increase even the enemy is within 4 meters, because the decreased damage is remain at 30%. Precision Shot skill increases PvP debuff resistance and reduces your damage taken. Unexpected addition, maybe it will be useful. Falconry Mastery 1 and 2 is added with new effect. Increases neutral attribute sacred physical damage by this value of physical attack. Alright, this is how I look at this. From the Falcon damage formula, let's just take the INT part. If you have 1000 INT, that will be around 6000 damage. Compare that to the Dex part. For 1000 Dex, you will get 2000 damage. That is why the INT attribute give a lot more damage to the Falcon attack compared to Dex. So now with the added effect, the INT and Dex is 1:1 ratio. Does this mean that the Dex attribute can also contribute a significant damage to the Falcon attack? I hope that is the case here, so that the Dex build can utilize the Falcon attack as well, not just the INT Falcon build. Next, the final job class, Super Novice. The skill Shadow Blade damage is double. Alright, that's all the job class listed for this time job balance. What do you think of this optimization? For me, I have the feeling that the one job class that should have been optimized for this time is maybe the Royal Guard, because of their remarkable performance during the previous WOC. But instead of nerfing the job class, which a lot will be raging about if it is the case, they decide to buff the rest of the job class. Now everyone will be happy with these changes. The question is, are you happy with these changes? Let me know at the comment below. Alright, that's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.